Hey there, my name is Heatherly7 and welcome. I'm going to be doing a Let's Play for one of my favorite GameCube games ever, which is FF Crystal Chronicles. I will be doing it solo. I will also be doing something special, which is I basically make a whole Selkie village, because there aren't that many out there. I really like Selkies, so I'm going to definitely be doing that. And yeah, I will be doing this a certain story-based way, which I actually learned from another YouTuber named Chocolate Milk, so definitely go check out them. They are awesome. And like, yeah, so I'm going to be doing a certain elemental type following story thing. It's way better explained in the Let's Play. And of course, if you would like, please leave a like and a comment on how I can do better or what you liked about the video. And of course, don't forget to go check out my other socials where I also post whenever I'm uploading new videos in my Discord if you'd like to join. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. Memories to the light shall flow, forgotten jewels lose their glow. In time they shall return anew. To be gathered like drops of dew. Journey forth. Seek the water of life. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles.
Dreaming of the stars on high that speak to me in secret sighs, drifting on a breeze. Only I can feel and hear. Could it be the sacred wind that's calling me to now begin to walk into the dark, carrying the light of tomorrow? The beating of the wings up high, beyond the earth, beyond the sky. Come out, don't hesitate, don't look back, we've got to go now. Don't fear, you'll be safe from now on. Morning star watching over all. sighed so silently, my heart was beat. Deep inside of me, memories flickering and shimmering on endlessly. Keeping close to the path, morning sky watching around, moving over endless mountains of the high, walking to the light. Your heart will see the path, and you will find the way. Just wait and see over endless sky, also high. Tomorrow will follow and it holds your promises today. Just wait and see.
Let us record your adventures in this journal. It should be known as the Crystal Chronicles, but first we must know the name of your hometown. Now, I do love this game, but I do make a few changes. So, even though there is, little spoiler alert, there is like a, as I call it, a twin town known as Kaida in the game, the good thing to do is to keep it as Taida. And it is a good name, but I like changing it to Mana because in that way it's original and, you know, mana means magic and that's what all this game is about. And, you know, it's my game. Anyways, so year one, the morning of my departure was here at last. I tried to brace myself for the journey ahead. It was a field along the main road where I decided to camp until sunrise. Tomorrow, I set out in search of work. So we get journal entries, we can bring a friend if we want, we have options, saving the game, blah, blah, blah. What we're really interested in is setting out. So we have 8 slots, and if we were playing multiplayer and we're able to play multiplayer, we'd have all of our friends use these character slots type thing. But because I'm doing single player, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my character and I'm gonna show off all of the characters that are just gonna fill up the houses sort of thing. So luckily this Final Fantasy game actually has enough spaces for many. And I am definitely a girl. And I always pick the Owlhead Selkie because she's super cute, wears purple, and also I like picking Selkies because of a certain quest thing that has to do later with reading some stones in like a Hughes Marsh area, which is really cool. And also there is a town that is on an island where if we play as Selkie, we won't get robbed every like 30 seconds. So yeah. Anyways, for jobs, which is somewhat important, it depends on what you want to do. So if you want to give a lot and just make a whole bunch of money, pick miller, fisherman, farmer, rancher. But if you want to give stuff to your family and be able to get interesting stuff back, you can become a merchant, an alchemist, a tailor, or a blacksmith. And all of them are really interesting. I really like blacksmith and merchant because in that way you can give stuff to your family for them to sell and then you get the money back. But I'm actually gonna pick blacksmith this time because in that way we get this really cool ultimate weapon. If we do it correctly. Hopefully I do. Today you finally step out into the world in search of Myrrh. You come back safely to Mana, alright? Should you find any materials for smithing, bring them back to us. We'll forge you a fine weapon. We'll miss you. You'll be back soon, right? Now I'm just happy to have a younger sibling because when you get letters sent, you can have really badly written letters sent from your little sisters. Just very funny. And I'm using an Irish accent because the narrator who does all the narration for the games and stuff is Irish. So Heather, the blacksmith's daughter, sent off by her father Zagat, her mother Rossi, her sister Huklu, and her sister Momofi. And now I'm off to make the next characters. And of course, it's being Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, I couldn't help but make Final Fantasy character. As our mill's water wheel turns, so does the world, and now your journey begins at last. I remember when your grandfather set out with the Crystal Caravan a long time ago. You'll have a grand festival waiting for you when you get back. Don't worry, I'll help out Mother and Father while you're away. Mill lots of flour when you get back. I made her a miller because I couldn't figure out which one to give her. Garnet, the miller's daughter, is sent off by her father Gilamu, her mother Van Su, her brother Ganu, and her sister Muna. Well, it's time. The Mana Caravan is about to head out. Remember, everyone's counting on you. Oh, we're sure you'll come up and come home safe and sound. Don't get eaten by monsters. Don't go. Farewell, Beatrix, and good luck. I feel kind of sad though because I took the blacksmith's job. It can't be Beatrix, the blacksmith's daughter, because I kind of like that. But anyways, Beatrix, the rancher's daughter, is sent off by her father Damat, her mother Lukul, her brother Zagul, and her brother Deity. Okay, last one I can think of who to name. So it's Ika, but she's all grown up and she went blonde. Well now we've got one less helper coming harvest time. Someone's got to protect our crystal splinter, I reckon. That's right, dear. Without the myrrh, the crystal would fade and my asthma would take us all. Don't worry about your chores. I'll pick up the slack while you're gone. I wonder if I could join the caravan too. Nah, you're too young. You may have lots of traveling ahead of you, but we'll see you again in a year's time. Iko, the farmer's daughter, sent off by her father Dane Lee, her mother Numi, her brother Gekmu, and her sister Salana. So technically what I normally do in my playthroughs is I make a whole Selkie village, but this time I'm gonna mix and match a few and use some of the other races just because the male Selkies don't look the best, but that's, you know, I don't know. The day has come. Every single one of us looks forward to the coming of Myrrh. Not just the Myrrh, of course. We count the days until you return. Don't come crying back to the village, you hear? When are you coming back home? You're coming back, aren't you? Pray for your safe return and take care. And I definitely couldn't leave my boyfriend there. So Neo, the merchant's son, is sent up by his father Holst, his mother Katie, his sister Minty, and his brother Samu. Leaving already? We'll miss you. Remember, no matter how hard things get, stick together. There's more to the journey we haven't learned. You need to foster trust and companionship with others too. Don't you get sick from all the fine things to eat out there as I do. Alright, so you'd better read my letters. Well, take care. Come back home safe and sound. Goodbye. deciding the fisher's son was sent off by his father Marius, his brother Marion, and his brother Ramsay, and his sister Dalia. Okay, I guess there's one person that could be a male Selkie. We're so proud of you, Kuja. Today you set out with the Crystal Caravan. I'll be worrying about you. You be careful out there. I'll never forgive myself if you get hurt. I wish I could see a myrrh tree too. May you return with a chalice full of myrrh with leaving me, Kuja. Hey, that's actually quite interesting because I've never seen one without, like, I've seen the family mixes that they give you normally. It's always 4 people. I've never seen one with 3. That's interesting. Anyways, Kuja the alchemist's son was sent up by his father Bakmoon, his mother Sisuya, and his sister Rasena. Now for the last one. Okay, this one took me a while to try and figure out what freaking, like, the last character to make, so I made Steiner, but he's a potato. He's a potato knight. Love it. The crystal's glimmer lasts but a year. The caravan must gather enough myrrh before it fades away. Oh, you know that already. Your father's just worried about you. When I'm bigger, I want to join the caravan too. Take care. Don't forget to write. So Steiner, the tailor's son, is sent up by his father Zat, his mother Jace, his brother Danak, and his sister Mamie. Now we can go off to our adventure. Okay, so now that we have all of the characters unlocked, now I'm gonna select my character. But it's really cool because there are some like filler years where there's literally nothing to do except for collect myrrh until I want to play the end game part sort of thing. So my actual plan is to do this off screen, but during, like, for example, let's say like year 7 to 10 is just the filler years. I would do year 7 as a Govat, and then I'd do year 8 as like probably Steiner, and to see, you know, what I prefer and stuff like that. Yeah. Anyways, I normally like Selkies. They're pretty good, you know. So before we actually go and take off, because I know we're gonna hit a tutorial the minute we move forward. We're gonna go back home and we're going to go back up to where this hill is, and every village has a random like item that is hidden or shows up, sort of thing. And technically I could go to the Moogle home immediately, but I mean, I'm not really in a rush, so I can go check out the Moogle, like, you know, in the Mushroom Forest or something like that. Yeah, I think that's all we need to do. Later, whenever the years go on and we send stuff to our dad or whatever, we can go talk to our dad and actually get stuff made, or talk to the other job classes that can like sell and trade stuff. Hail, fellow captain. You are the caravan from Men, are you not? I heard they were sending out a new caravan. You seem quite capable. My name is Solrach. I am captain of the caravan in the great fortress of Alphateria. Our caravan boasts a history that stretches back thousands of years, but let's discuss that some other time. Stutzkin, do you have a moment? Stutzkin. This is the caravan from Mana. Come on, say hello. Let me introduce Stutzkin. He may not look it, but he is a seasoned adventurer. Even we turn to him. No, I'm just a mover that likes to get around. I learned all sorts of things in my travels before I knew it. I'm on my way somewhere right now, but I can teach you a thing or two if you'd like. Sure. By the way, are you setting out all by yourself? You've got a lot on your shoulders, Kupo. Let me carry the crystal chalice for you, Kupo. Yes, a capital proposal. Let Mom. Well, let's find a better spot. Now, the reason why I do this is because I don't go through everything, although you can if you want. Hitting, focus attacks, but talk to him about the world. The crystals protect us. They have to be purified once a year. The different elements, do things, and change stuff. Like, I didn't even know it, but the reason why it's good to have your elements different is, for example, with the fire one, when you have the fire on your chalice, that makes sure that the fire burning effect that does like X amount of damage before this, or during this or whatever, like, when you actually have the flames on you type thing, you basically don't get affected by that when your chalice has the red thing, or a whole bunch of stuff like that. But we can change our chalice to water, and what's cool about this is we can now leave. Oh wait, oops. I said no. We can leave, and now technically what we can do is we can go through the miasma chasm. We can actually do the dungeons backwards. But I don't tend to do that, so.
They say that wicked creatures prowl the road along this beautiful riverbank, but nobody's ever seen one. I once asked a man why. He simply replied, because anybody who happens upon one is promptly eaten. But it is long since anyone has met such a fate. For nowadays, people take another route, far away from the spooky old road. Only we walk the old way now, travelers in crystal caravans.
Welcome to the River Bell. This area is quite easy, so hopefully I get some good stuff. Phoenix stands. Now, something what's really interesting that you can do is after you finish a dungeon, you can actually go back through that dungeon. Even fight the boss over again, I believe. But you don't get your drop of myrrh. But that's also a good way to find items and Phoenix stand and all that. I don't know if I really want to do that. But if it's starting to get end game and I'm not nearly as strong as I'm supposed to be, then I might do that. But off screen, obviously. There's of course materials that people grind for as well. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be needing a knife. How about no? And you can of course grind arts too as well. Okay, so we're gonna go down here. Here. Now, this is just so that way if you want, you can reopen the bridge and then go back and make sure that you haven't missed anything. Now, instead of me using Cure a whole bunch, we have random stuff that we can get rid of, like spring water that we don't really need. And I should destroy that because we don't need that. Oh, but yeah. I was gonna say that later on you can get like a bunch of vegetables and stuff like that. So if you go to favorites, it shows you what your favorites are. And so what I normally do is when I get a whole bunch of gourd potatoes and like basically my least favorite, I use that because then that way I can just not have to worry about using Cure all the time. But I forgot that this is early on and I sadly have not gone through any of the dungeons yet. Hoping that guy drops didn't fade because I realized items do fade on this game. Damn, it did. Ooh. I don't think artifacts fade. At least I hope not. That'd be fun. And then we want to go this way. Bye. Then head up here. Would probably give maybe a little rest. Although he has very good stamina because he recovers quite easily. It's me. More life that I don't need. Oh well. Even though I do love focus attacks, I do try to do a little bit of everything because at the end you get the point system, which I realize it doesn't matter for, you know, playing on single player, but I like seeing how high I can get the point system. Basically, you try to do a little bit of everything, which is like, you know, do as much damage as you can, different types of attacks, increasing damage, but again, it usually doesn't matter. It's playing multiplayer. Cool. Ooh, Mage Matcher. Nope, too many enemies. I'm gonna hit him. Ow. Just out of range. Here we go. Thank you. Moogle pockets are really awesome to get because you can just do a bunch of mixing with magic, and I was hoping maybe I had 2 those rare boss. The 2 blizzards work too. And then we get some designs for better equipment, which is always really good. If we go up here, we have some noodles. Oh, Caravan Koopa, there's no more tree here, Koopa. Sorry, we can't offer you anything, Koopa. We just moved here, so we really have nothing to offer. Koopa. They say that they're gonna get their house fixed in a few years, yes. Anyways, as always, I just always double check to make sure I have everything. And if you ever need to, you can check which artifacts you have. This also tells you which artifacts you've collected, so in case you're missing or looking for a certain one. But again, the artifacts only show up once you've actually selected them. And then of course we have our treasures. And then yeah, I think I got everything.